Hello everyone, this is Brenda Patu and today is video number 11 in the I Am series, and today we're covering the subject, the internal misogynist. So this is really an interesting subject simply because we can actually be having internal dialogue and conflict between the masculine and feminine aspects of self. So our masculine aspect, if it has the DNA data which has come down from a misogynistic father, misogynistic grandfather, and so on, can have a knowledge or prior input of information that makes the internal masculine aspect of self subscribe to misogyny. And as a result, we could have an internal masculine aspect of self that is in conflict with the internal feminine. So he can be really cruel and sadistic towards her. He can be harsh and uncaring, because remember, misogynists hate women. And they are very degrading and disparaging of women. So if you have an internal misogynist and you are a woman, this can actually create a very timid, weak, feminine aspect of self. And it may be that aspect of yourself is the most powerful aspect, but is not allowing itself to expand and grow and develop simply because it has been suppressed and oppressed by the misogynistic masculine aspect of your own I am. So it's very important that you recognize this, see the potential internal conflict that is going on and address it. Listen to your own inner dialogue, and if it is harsh and disparaging and degrading of you as a woman, then recognize it more than likely comes from a misogynistic streak that somehow you either inherited it, or you may even have acquired it as learned behavior or conditioning in your childhood home. If you were referencing off a father or a stepfather, or off an adult that had a large impact on you. So what happens then is that the feminine aspect and masculine aspects of self are not working together, they're working against each other. And this makes it really very difficult for you to have to live a peaceful existence, because you have internal conflict. It's like an internal war that is going on. So if you were in conflict with another person, you can always move away from that person, you can always leave that person, and you can go and reside on your own. But when you have an internal conflict, it's really difficult because this is something that's happening 24/7, and it is something that you cannot move away from because it's part of who you are. So it's really important to recognize it and perhaps get some help, and you're welcome to contact me if you feel that there's something that you recognize and resonate with, the sound of the internal misogynist. There's also the possibility that the feminine could be subscribing to misogyny. So she could have been brought up in a home where there was misogynistic attitude towards women, and she could actually believe that and subscribe to it and be okay with it, which means that she will then always be in a subservient role to a masculine master, whether it be a boss or a partner or a husband. So it's something that needs to be looked at and addressed. It's not something that needs to stay there forever. It's something that can actually be addressed, and it can be shifted. It's a consciousness that is unhealthy and particularly if you're a mother, remember your children are referencing from you. So you could be teaching them something which is not a healthy dynamic, which they will then be perpetuating and carrying on in their lives too. And that's why it's vital that we look at these things, we address them, and we break the cycle. Misogyny is a form of abuse. It's cruel, it's sadistic, and it's very unhealthily abusive. So I do hope that you have received some valuable information here, and if you have, please like and share this. There may be others that have internal conflict and don't understand why. This may give them some understanding of what's going on, and of course you're very welcome to contact me on my email or private message me, and I do take appointments. So if this is something that you feel you need to have addressed, please do so. So I hope you have a lovely day, and I will be creating another video soon, so watch out for it. Thank you and take care. Goodbye.